The next one in line, this is the Gurkha Nicaragua series. Like the band, straight cut, 54 by 6, and this is a Nicaraguan Toro, meaning Nicaraguan wrapper, binder, and fillers. And on one side I said that it was a Nicaraguan Corojo on the fillers, or part of it, so we'll see. Not very round, eggy as almost all of them, and I don't know if it's due to storage or just from when they put in the press before putting the wrapper on. I don't know what they're called, the sheets where they form, but let's fire this one up and get into it. Good light up. It's quite tight. I'm gonna see if this opens up a little bit. It's very, very tightly packed. See if this opens up. Pairing is, as almost always, coffee, couple of dashes of half and half and some stevia. Get the aroma that came off when I lit this up was very, very nice coffee flavor, but I didn't get it on the palate. So right now it's very blend. I'm gonna give it a minute to wrap my head around the individual things, and then I'll report back. Beautiful wrapper. Ash is good. Like I said today, it's very, very windy, so I can't really judge. That's razor sharp, and it's a good looking ash. I'm still having the draw issues. As you can see, this is super tightly packed, and this is I can move the band right. It's been properly cared for. I have it on the RH. I have it at 62 on the head, and I believe it was 60 on the foot. Yeah, 6260 or 6259 right there. And that's typically where I want them. If not, I dry box them, or if they're too dry, I put them back in the electric humidor that I use for the daily grab stuff. But the draw is pretty bad. I think I might get the draw tool if this doesn't get any better. From a flavor profile, it's a very mild aged tobacco kind of flavor. For Nicaraguan, I expected a bit more bite, at least from a flavor standpoint, like some sweetness and some pepper, some spice from the especially with the Corojo, but it's not very spicy at all. Maybe a 2 from a scale, 0 not being spicy, 10 being unbearable. This is maybe a 1 or a 2, so it's just barely touching my spice-o-meter, and this is not a bad stick, but with, if I had a better draw, I could work this a little bit better. Now, in my challenge that I have, as far as like trying the Gurkhas to find what Gurkha I might like, if and when, I really don't want to mess with this cigar and just leave it as is, but if this doesn't get any better in the next few puffs, I'll break out the perfect draw, see what happens. Alright, I'll be back. So I've been massaging this a little bit as it's warming up. Gotta be very careful when you do this. Sometimes it works. You can see it's getting a little easier, but it's tight, very, very tight. And then from a flavor profile, I'm getting maybe a hint of leather, bit of coffee, but it's very, very far away. It's mostly cigar smoke, not very flavorful. So far, not super enjoyable. The only thing I can say is the color is beautiful, the wrapper is beautiful, the burn is very, very nice. But what does that all matter if the cigar has a shitty draw and there's not many flavors here? So I'm not even gonna mess around with the perfect draw. I'm just gonna let this go the way that it is, and then I'm gonna rate it for what it is. No more trying to save this one. I'll be back. So the constant massaging and trying to work this through made the draw a little bit more open, but flavor has not improved from light up. It's just a very, very settled, smoky flavor. I mean, of course, it's a cigar; it's going to taste smoky. But what I'm saying is, like, there's no sweetness. There's no, pepper or anything from a Nicaraguan puro. I'd expect a little more caramba, and this is just not doing this so far. And I don't think I'm gonna go past the bands. I'm gonna pull this down and then just smoke it to where the bend is, and then it's gonna get some points for good looks. Finally, something different on the band, but it's a very low quality on the band. It's very not very well printed, and then it's got a really good burn. This here right now is because it's really, really windy. Ashes look good, but it's just not. I don't get any good flavors out of this. Not enjoyable. And then fighting the draw. I mean, when I get out of the daily fight and I smoke cigars so that I can relax, I don't want to fight more, right? So you're fighting, and then you gotta fight for your quiet time. That's just not what I'm looking for in a cigar. Cigar is you cut it, you light it up, and you enjoy it. And I get it. You might have a dud here and there, but this is number 12 in the series. 12 different blends rolled in different factories. And I had so many issues on from a quality standpoint. That tells me that, there's something not right. QC, guys, QC. All right, I'm gonna rate this a 3 out of 10. Not going back to this one. I will, if I have not any finders for the ones that I have still left, and I can donate them to somebody that wants to do a similar challenge or actually enjoys Gurkhas, everybody their own. I might dissect a few of these to see what the construction looks from the inside. And then others I will try again to puff on them and see if they change, if H does anything to them, or I don't know. I really haven't thought about this, but yeah, this is a no-go for my humidors. All right, enjoy.